Like Bill Ecker to entertain you with the help of Aqua. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Sorry, that's all I remember from that song. Other than the repetitive verse, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. But I figured that'd be an appropriate reference. In my 7,777 CD collection, I actually only have 2 CDs from Aqua, including Aquarium and Aquarius. The last time I listened to Aquarius, probably 7 years ago, give or take, I wrote a note on the CD that I thought the female singer sounded a little bit like Kate Bush on some of the softer songs. I also made note of some of the tracks I want to include on my next Halloween compilation. So the reason I haven't posted is I was hosting a New Year's Eve party, which was occupying much of my time. It's something I've done every year, except I didn't do it last year, but I'm going to be doing it again. Anyways, so I hosted a party, including my sister and brother-in-law came, and my sister brought her Barbie DVD of the movie. I won't deny I was curious, but not enough to spend penny one of my own hard-earned money on it. But since my sister was over, I was like, okay, fine, put her in, we'll watch it. And after that, I thought, well, now I got to do a video about it. Oh, God. Oh, by the way, sweater and the hat was both gifts to me from someone. So I figured I'd wear them for this video. The Barbie movie. Where to begin? Well, okay. If there was a group of homosexual men who decided to wage war against a second group of homosexual men, you'd have the battle sequence between the Kens in this movie. I gotta call it like I see it, folks. And of course, my brother-in-law had to comment, well, what if you have a daughter one day and she likes the movie? And I said, and I was honest. I said, yep, that would probably be the only reason I would ever watch this movie a second time. But that would involve God answering a whole lot of collection of prayers of mine. But I would probably wait. Well, see, that's like a case-by-case basis. I would probably wait till my daughter was like 7, minimum 7 years old. But that's kind of a case-by-case basis. But I would be true and honest about my opinion of the movie with my daughter. I think the worst thing you can do as a parent is belittle your children, which parents do it all the time. Oh, incidentally, my sister, I told her I would be doing this video, so she let me borrow the disc, so I had a point of reference, or the DVD, rather. So I had a point of reference when I did this video. There were some interesting aspects to the film. Weird Barbie, for example, was an interesting concept, and played by Kate McKinnon, which was a kind of a pleasant surprise for me, because I always thought that Kate McKinnon was probably the closest thing we have in this world to a female Dana Carvey. Like, Dana Carvey can imitate almost anybody. I'd say that I've always thought that Kate McKinnon was kind of the female equivalent of that. As we were watching the film, a reference to a character named Alan came up, and I turned to my sister and I said, what the hell is Alan? And she said, I don't know. So I, in retrospect, I assume that this Alan was to Ken what Skipper was to Barbie, I guess. It's supposed to be, from those commercials I recall from childhood, wasn't Skipper like a distant cousin or something? Anyways, my sister didn't know who the hell Alan was, so obviously my sister wasn't 100% aware of all the lore that comes with being in the Barbie. But my sister liked the movie, but she did make the comment, I wish it had a happier ending. You know, somewhere along the lines where she wanted to see Barbie and Ken, you know, come together, make peace, all that. But you have to understand, see, Ken is only and has only ever been just one major accessory to, you know, the simple mindset of little girls. As I was thinking about this, doing this video, I was recollecting an old commercial where G.I. Joe comes to life and sneaks out of the little boy's room to go meet up with Barbie. All I remember, God, I should probably Google it, but all I remember is Barbie and G.I. Joe kind of like taking off in the car, taking off in probably the pink vet or whatever the hell Barbie's. Meanwhile, Ken is left behind. It was a funny commercial, though. In preparation for making my video about, you know, Mike Peace, Film Reflection, Barbie, I did check out review Amala Epikanobi's video about it, where she just thought it was the wokest film ever. I thought it was interesting seeing Danny DeVito's wife as I guess the inventor, Ruth, I guess, Barbie. But even more interesting was I rewatched Shoe on Head's take on the Barbie movie, and she said that Barbie is basically the Matrix for girls. I thought, or the Matrix actually for feminists. Do you want to live in a world where, you know, every day is a party and you have always your hair and clothes are always perfect and you're the center of attention. Everybody is looking at you, and or do you want to live in the real world and actually grow up and become an adult? So I thought that was a pretty fair analysis from YouTuber Shoe on Head. I also liked her comparing it to 2001, specifically the intro where the little girls are playing with dolls, because it's indicated that because of the patriarchy, this is all they were allowed to do. And then before the magic that is Barbie came into being. But I love the way she compared that to 2001. It's like, yeah, it's like kind of like I think the male equivalent of that is as men, we don't living this domestic life in the real world is the male equivalent of growing up. Yeah, that's what she said, that this was viewed as feminism's version of victory over their nature of having to become mothers and wives and mothers and all this stuff. And it's like, the male equivalent of that would be as a man, as a physically healthy man, you want to go out there and inseminate a different uterus every day. But unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever, we live in a more advanced society, I guess. maybe not. I say it this way: the problem with and I've said this on my channel before, and I will say it, or I guess I should say it more often. The problem with the world and society in the 1950s is the male ego was allowed to run amok. The problem with the world today is the female ego has been allowed to run amok. I even shared that with my mom. She said, absolutely, I agree. And that's the problem. So anyways, that's why, I took my toxic masculinity and I got my own home. I have all to myself. I got money in the bank, and if you ain't a young, fertile female that can make my dreams come true, don't waste my time. That's my philosophy. Yeah, this video's already too long, so that's that. Mike P's film reflection, the movie Barbie. The only way I'll ever watch it again if God answers a whole bunch of prayers, and I have a daughter, and she takes a liking to Barbie, and she wants to watch it one day. And I'll probably, and then I would watch it with her and give my honest opinion, because I don't believe in lying and belittling your children. But, so I'll just end this video with a Rodney Dangerfield joke I recalled recently. From Rodney Dangerfield. It was one of the last jokes he said when he was already up in age and everything. But the joke goes, "Every life has its tale of woe. Unfortunately in life, there's more woe than tale." Mike Barrelak, thank you for your time.